For most of us who are prepping for our HR certification exams, we probably haven't studied since college or even high school. So I want to walk you through quickly some note-taking methods that are going to help make the information stick and help you study faster and more thoroughly. Let's go. Before we get to it, my name's Jess. I help HR leaders and workplace leaders ace their HR certification exams with SHRM and HRCI. So we're going to talk about learning methods, note-taking styles, because things have changed. The 2-6 method helps reinforce learning over time, moving that information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. You're going to review an area or a chapter or a topic for 2 hours. Then you're going to walk away for 6 hours before you return and review again. This uses a theory called spatial learning, which helps reinforce the information, but giving you the information in short or 30-minute or 2-hour bursts over time. It's going to help with your long-term memory retention. In fact, a study at Dartmouth used spatial learning, or this 2-6 method, and found that students who reviewed a song over many days repetitively remember it better than somebody who got the information 6 different times in a single day. That's the 2-6 method. A great way to organize your thoughts is with the sentence method. And this is really great. I like to use this verbally. So if I'm listening to an audio course or somebody speaking, I might just write a sentence on what is being discussed. Just a general overview. It helps reinforce the information. This is great for lecture, audio. If you're watching a webcast or a Zoom call, you can organize that information into maybe 1, 2, even 3 sentences. That is called the sentence method. Flashcards are mainstream, but this is a great adult learning method to help reinforce through memory and repetition. If you are a tactile learner, maybe you need to hold something in your hand, or you are comfortable with using maybe a mobile app that offers a flashcard. So typically you're going to have your term on one side and then your definition on the other, or test questions. We have flashcards for both these things over at hrflashcards.com. They are an add-on to our regular subscription, but a great way to reinforce memory for quick on-the-go learning. I like to keep them in my purse or in my car where I'm driving and I come to a stop and I have maybe 5 or 10 minutes to review. Let's talk about the Cornell note-taking method. This is going to be 3 different sections. The first section on the left-hand side is going to be keywords or concepts that you want to review. It's normally a small column. Then over on the right is going to be a larger column where you're going to provide descriptions and more information about those keywords and terms. The last section is going to be at the bottom of the page, and that's the summary section. It kind of sums things up for you, the area or the category or the group of terms or concepts that you are reviewing. This helps you organize information better. You can break it up a little bit, and it allows for better, quicker review and note-taking, especially when you want to take a summary of the review. That's the Cornell note-taking method. Flow or interactive note-taking is kind of more go with the flow. You are maybe using pictures and drawing different information, just listening and absorbing the material and information. So you might draw maybe some bubbles or some circles or do some doodling to describe different information, but you are letting the information flow in front of you. Lecture, audio, Zoom calls, this is for. I like to use different colored pens and different things to really make things pop, but it's a great way to share notes with a group and kind of offer a different perspective for you to review to help increase that knowledge retention and muscle memory of that information. That is the flow-based method or the interactive note-taking method. The mind mapping method is one of my favorites for frameworks or a series of terms that are kind of intermingled. You might have a central term. I use these a lot in management or leadership theories. So you have a central term with a bubble on your page and then kind of spiraling out almost in like spokes of a wheel. You'll have the different concepts that are related to that centralized term or theory. It helps you visualize things, see it with your eyes, and kind of put things together. You're not going to go into great detail about the information unless you make a secondary bubble off your mind map, but it is a great way to visualize the different steps that are involved in maybe a strategy or a management or a leadership theory. That is the concept called mind mapping. A note-taking method that I think we're all familiar with is the outline method. I use this when I write even still. When I'm writing content or my book, I create an outline. So you can take an outline and you're gonna organize starting with more broad terms, moving under more specific, using maybe Roman numerals or A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, et cetera, et cetera. This is going to help you just organize the information in a new and different way. You want to make sure that each line or each section is going to cover different concepts or terms. You don't want to try to overwhelm the one line with many different things. The outline method, tried and true, could be great for you to take like a paragraph of information or a large article and divide it up into key areas. That's the outline method. As adult learners, information is learned differently. Our brains are different, and really the requirements, the obligations that we have, the things that we have to do during the day. So what you used in the past, high school, college, even 5 years ago, might not work for you. So I would encourage you to explore other new, different, and interesting ways to help move that information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory and help you reach your ultimate goal, which is passing your HRCI and or SHRM certification exams. My name is Jess. I help leaders ace their HR certification exam. Let me know if you have any other questions.